turret angling is really what defines the E100, and it's what separates a good player in this tank from a bad player. Much like the mouse or the Tashin lat, if you point your gun directly at the enemy, you are exposing moderate weak spots. Not so much to APCR, sort of 50-50, but primarily large heat shells of sort of 330 plus millimeters of pen, probably going to be 75%. So that is flat angled, right? And yeah, you're going to get penned by a lot of heat shells at the tier. So what most E100s do, and what they should do, is they angle the turret out between shots, and you get to about this. Unlike the mouse, which should over-angle the turret to about this angle, the E100 has slightly worse side turret armor, I believe 150. Yep, 150. So it can't angle as severely, it can't over-angle the turret like the mouse does. It has to point it at about the same angle as the hull. Even in this circumstance, you have the weak spot of the E100 being that bar on the top. Like, that is pretty much always pennable, regardless of what angle you put the turret on. That weak spot is viable. Now, more and more people are becoming aware these days of the weak spot on the side of the gun mantlet of the mouse, particularly for high pen APCR shells. If the mouse is angling perfectly, it's also exposing weak spots in the side of the gun mantlet. People think the E100 doesn't have one. It actually does. Even for armor piercing, on the side of the gun mantlet here, you can see that drop to sort of 250. If you look at decent pen APCR, yeah, you can get a basically 94% chance. And let's clarify where that is, because it's not as expansive a weak spot as the mouse is. It's in fact this slit. Oh, see, even I lost it. This slit of armor. You can see that distinction just to the left of this line when you're looking at E100, and it's the same on the other side. You just want to aim just to the side of that with a high pen APCR shell. It also works with heat. When you 4 millimeters of heat pen, that weak spot is still viable. At this point, the better shot might be the turret cheeks. You're actually far more likely to pen. If you can hit this, you've got a 99% chance. When it angles, one thing that it exposes, the ears. The ears of the E100. A lot of these German tanks have this weak spot, and a lot of people miss it because it doesn't show up as modeled armor, but right here. And this is similar on, as I say, a lot of German tanks. The E75, E75 TS, E50s have this weakness on the inside of these ears. And the reason this is more reliable than you'd think is because if you miss it and go to the right, you're going to hit and pen the bar. So that's your primary recourse for the E100. Please do subscribe for more tank and armor reviews, and come follow me on Twitch, because I play a lot of tanks daily. I can walk you through and help you get better at the game and have a laugh.